Bubba,
Hmm?
you know what your dad used to do, right?
Yes.
What I used to do.
You used to dunk over people.
But let's not forget Manute Bol. He's so tall the spotlight can hardly reach him. There is Bol for Bol.
Michael thinking he has the lane. The Sudan SWAT man knocks it back.
Here's Doc trying to out quick.
You know what's crazy? Bol Bol is already better than his father.
He's right there. What reach?
And Catlett's not able to hit.
Actually, it's not that crazy.
I wasn't born when my dad was in the NBA. I think when I was like about 4 or 5 is when I realized he was a famous basketball player. I used to watch videos and YouTube, and that's when I like realized.
Oh, damn.
He's got 6 threes this half. I don't believe it.
Born in
6 threes.
Khartoum, Sudan in 1999.
Well, he ain't got the what's it called? The ball handling like Bol Bol.
Bol was born with big shoes
I don't know why I'm trying to compare them.
to fill. Standing at 7'7", his father, longtime NBA big man Manute Bol, had made a name for himself in the league as an elite shot blocker, playing 10 years at the game's highest level. Over his career, Bol had developed a reputation as a humanitarian for people in need across his home country, but shortly after the birth of his son, had been forced to flee the country due to allegations that he was an American spy. The Bol family were eventually granted refugee status to the United States, and soon found themselves relocating to Olathe, Kansas, a city that featured a high number of South Sudanese people. It was here that Bol Bol would soon develop a shared love for the game of basketball with his dad. And as he began to grow, it was clear that hoops wasn't the only thing they had in common. Standing at 6 feet tall at just 10 years old, Bol was forced to play up from a young age, something that would help him develop one of—
I'm gonna be real, my favorite, oh my god. I don't have mods, I forgot, bro. Fucking category. But my favorite player right now has to be Bol Bol. Like, he's been going off this season.
the most unique skill sets the game has ever seen.
Well, growing up, I played like
Way better than last season. I always knew he was good. He was just not getting the playing time that he needed in Denver.
when I was in 4th grade. I would play up. Like I played with like the 8th grade team, so I was actually smaller than everyone for once. So instead of being the 5, I was kind of like a point guard, kind of. So I think that just like helped me develop as I started playing.
In 2010, Bol Bol's father Manute would pass away due to complications with Stevens-Johnson syndrome. The young Bol had grown up idolizing his father and would take time to heal from the loss of his best friend and hero.
2010, when Manute passed away, it was really terrible to him, you know. And sometimes when I talk a story about his dad, he told me, stop, I don't want to hear it. It made me cry. I wish my dad was still here. He loved his dad very much.
When he passed away, I had like a hard time getting past it for like a year or 2. Basketball like helped me get past it because people tell me like every game I play is like for my dad. It makes me feel good and then like it makes me work harder.
Fueled with a desire to make his father proud, Bol committed to developing his skills on the court.
At what point are you getting kind of famous?
Sophomore year. That's like when like I was kind of like already like a little famous. I had my little videos, but like when I went to like modern day, that's when it like became like more wide. Like everybody knew who I was.
Over the next 2 years, Bol would develop into a bona fide star, with his name rising up the recruiting rankings. Now standing nearly 7 foot 2 inches tall, Bol had developed into an elite shot blocker, completely altering the game due to his ability to protect the rim. But it was his guard-like skills that made him stand apart. Handling the ball around the perimeter and being able to knock down shots from beyond the arc, Bol moved in a way that shouldn't be possible for a guy his size. This eventually earned him a 5-star ranking, making him one of the top players in his class and opening up a wave of universities looking to add the unique talent to their programs. After a lengthy recruiting process, Bol would once again challenge the norm, electing to attend the University of Oregon over powerhouse Kentucky to continue his career.
The moment I realized I wanted to go to Oregon was probably 2 weeks after my visit. But before that, I never really thought I'd be interested in going there. What made me want to go there, everything's really nice and they have the best equipment and just getting me ready. I feel like they have everything I need.
Bol had already begun drawing attention from NBA scouts, being projected as a top 3 pick in the 2019 NBA draft as execs watched to see if his skills would translate to the high Division I level. As the Oregon Ducks got their season underway, all eyes would be on Bol from the opening tip.
He's done it a lot of different ways. Oh, what a move! Just clutches it. 10 to shoot. Bol Bol, NBA 3. Drains it. Turn around like he will sometime. Here we see him put the ball on the floor, go in the air, and get fouled against Lewis King. But that jump hook rejected by Bol.
I feel like recruits and shit like that, not even just in college or the NBA. Well, yeah, college and the NBA. I guess it's not shit in high school. I guess it doesn't happen in high school, but I feel like they be having interest in you, but at the same time they don't be showing it. They'll peep you, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Show it unless they need to, or unless you know what I'm saying, some shit happen. You feel me? I feel like niggas peep Bol Bol. Niggas know Bol Bol is like that. Even in the NBA, niggas know Bol Bol is like him. But it's niggas not gonna really trade for him or be that urgent to you know what I'm saying, get him, you feel me? It's more yeah, it's yeah, I'll take Bol Bol if I can. Or I'll take you know what I'm saying? It's not really they'll peep a nigga, but they won't be urgent to get you.
Give Bol some space and he drains a 3.
Despite getting off
so
to
eventually
a hot
they'll
start,
just
averaging 21
unless you a star in college, unless you a big star, a big star in the NBA,
points, 10 rebounds, and nearly 3 blocks per game. On December 12th, 2018,
even though he got all the the attributes of a big star, he just not there yet. They still not going.
Announced that Bol had suffered a foot injury that would result in him missing the remainder of his freshman season. An announcement that raised some concern for NBA front offices. There's an unfortunate history of promising 7-foot prospects who have seen their careers plagued with foot injuries. And with Bol suffering a similar injury so early in his career, it immediately drew red flags for teams in the league. As the draft process got underway that spring, Bol would choose not to attend the NBA Combine, instead electing to host an invite-only workout for scouts and GMs in an effort to show he was healthy and ready to contribute at the next level. Although he looked healthy in the workout, demonstrating all the skills that made him such a coveted prospect, there was still cause for concern. Despite still being projected as a top 10 pick leading into draft night,
but injury is understandable though.
Bol Bol would see himself make one of the farthest falls in NBA history. The last invited prospect left still undrafted, Bol would finally be selected with the 44th pick in the second round by the Miami Heat, who would then immediately trade the pick to the Denver Nuggets.
I just want to prove everyone wrong and just come out and be the best player I can be. It's rough not going where I thought I would go, but I'm really just blessed to be here and make the best of my situation.
With the Nuggets already in the process of building a contender with plenty of talent, including MVP Nikola Jokic, Bol Bol was seen as more of a project than a priority.
Bro, they didn't give a fuck about Bol Bol in Denver, bro. They didn't give a fuck, bro. They didn't play that nigga worth shit. And he, in the bubble, he was showing what he had. So why not play the nigga? Why not play the nigga while, like, Jokic was, like, out of the game as, like, a second, like, you know what I'm saying? As a backup.
Signed to a two-way contract with the franchise before.
And then he went to freaking the Celtics. They traded him, and then he ended up in Orlando, bro, where he's finally getting played.
Assigned to the G League's Windy City Bulls to begin the 2019 NBA season.
Oh yeah, and he went back to the fucking G League a bunch of times.
8 games, Bol would average over 12 points per game, 5.8
he went back and forth to the G League.
2.3 blocks. A sample size that was seen as enough for the Nuggets to recall Bol to the main roster. However, instead of finding time on the floor, Bol would be assigned to a strict training regimen that Denver hoped would escalate his development. This resulted in Bol failing to play in a single game for the Nuggets main roster during the regular season. That is, until the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic caused the NBA season to come to a screeching halt. And as Denver was invited to participate in the NBA bubble later that summer, Bol would be given his first...
Bro, chat, do y'all know, like, who sells, jerseys? Like, signed jerseys? I need a signed Bol Bol jersey, bro.
Taste of NBA action.
I need a lot of signed jerseys, but I feel like they cost, a lot.
Bol Bol drives center of the lane, floats one up and rattles in. It's like he's shooting a Nerf ball in his bedroom. Now here's a mismatch. Jeremy Grant and J.J. Redick on him. Now Bol is going to spot up for 3 right wing, and he picked up where he left off, knocked it down.
That's their best free throw shooting percentage. Bol with the block in 30 years. Now Daniels.
Now Bol, they left him wide open. Left wing 3, rinsed it.
Bol would play in only 10 games during the bubble, including just 3 appearances on the court during the Nuggets' Western Conference Finals run. But in his limited time, Bol had shown flashes of the unorthodox skill and mismatch potential that had once made him a top priority of NBA front offices. Unfortunately for Bol, the talented Denver Nuggets were never the right fit for his development. Despite appearing in 32 games the next season, the Nuggets' talent-heavy frontcourt and race for playoff seeding never allowed the freedom that Bol required to truly develop with on-court experience. Considering their experiment over, as the 2021 season got underway, Denver would look to move Bol prior to the trade deadline, eventually finding a deal to send him to Detroit, which was then voided.
Oh yeah, that nigga did go to Detroit.
To complications.
Not the Celtics, my fault.
With Bol's right foot in the physical exam. Just a week later, with the promise that Bol would undergo foot surgery, the Nuggets would trade him to Boston in a 3-team deal. Which
it was Boston, my fault.
While the Celtics turn around and trade Bol.
I knew it was Boston. I knew Boston was somewhere in there, somewhere.
A move that would potentially save Bol's career. A young and rebuilding franchise, the Orlando Magic provided a welcomed change of pace for Bol's development in the NBA. Featuring one of the youngest rosters in the league, Bol fit well with the team's future plans, so much so that in July of 2022, the Magic would sign Bol to a 2-year, $4.4 million deal that showed their commitment to the 22-year-old.
I'm happy that I finally landed here in Orlando, and I think it's a great place for me. I'm just working on coming in and just playing as hard as I can and doing what I can do, which is rebounding, blocking shots, spreading the floor, shoot, dribble. Just trying to come help the team any way I can.
Thus far in the 2022 NBA season, Bol Bol has finally been given the opportunity and freedom to thrive with an NBA franchise. Through 10 games, Bol currently leads the NBA in total
He's
blocks,
doing so good,
averaging
bro.
2.6 a night to go
He's
along
doing
with
so
11
good right
points
now.
and 8 rebounds per game. Playing alongside top draft picks Paolo Banchero and Jalen Suggs, along with all rookie selection Franz Wagner, the Magic feature a promising core of players that have shown flashes of a bright future in the NBA. Orlando's commitment to allowing these players to develop, not just off the court but through on-court experience, is one of the main reasons why Bol is such a great fit for the organization at this point in his career. Thanks to an ever-increasing role in the rotation, including several games in the starting lineup, Bol Bol is finally being given the chance to showcase the unique skill set that we've been hearing about since he was 13 years old.
Cross-court, Bol fakes the shot, drive, swooping, throw down. Cross-court to Bol. 3-point shot. And now shaking. Spin move. Oh, Euro step, lays it up and in. Bol. Backing in, spinning, shooting on the run. Got it. Hampton. Is that hesitation? Blocked by Bol Bol. Possession. Bol galloping.
He's so good, bro.
It's impossible to know what the future holds for Bol Bol. It's still early in the 2022 season, and there are still quite a few questions that are left to be answered about his game. But to see a player overcome the circumstances that he has faced over the past 3 years and finally be given the opportunity to grow and develop his game at the sport's highest level is something
it's so
worth
beautiful,
celebrating.
bro.
Bol is one of the few players in the world that has the potential to capture the attention of every single person in an arena. 7'2" humans aren't supposed to be able to move the way he does. This is what makes his new opportunity in Orlando so exciting. Finally, after years of hearing what it would look like to unleash a player like Bol on the league, the future of the game is right in front of us. Bol still has a long way to go in his development to reach the heights he's capable of, but to see him finally thriving in the league that his dad once made a name for himself is a story that's inspiring all on its own. A son growing out of the tall shadow his dad left behind and leaving his own mark on the game they both love.
Facts. It's so beautiful, bro. Trust me, bro. That nigga Bol Bol, he gonna be a star, bro. He gonna be like high, bro. Like top of the league. Like contenders type shit. Like he gonna be a star, bro. That's all you need to know, bro. He gonna be a star.